But you're... I just told you guys, it is time to win. Blue with Serpents goes hard here, I believe. Yeah. I mean, if I got Serpents as like second or third item, we should be okay. Second or third item will be okay. Alright. Do you also sleep at the center? No, we have a hotel. Go lethality red in this game? Not a chance in hell. Literally not a chance in hell. But you're... But you're... Keep going, keep going. Keep going. I mean, listen, it's orbs. I'll take it. I'm like 99% sure you didn't ward this. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. I mean, that should win me the game level 1. See, that's the reason why level invades are the funniest shit ever. Because we literally lose level 1, but because we took enemy by surprise, we just won. A lot of time, the only thing you need is confidence. I was trying to do this and I reset for double long. Perfect. Bro, if he gets a double... No way. Wow, that's game over. That's crazy. You guys want to know what the funniest thing ever is? So I don't know how many of you watch the LEC, but yesterday, in the LEC semifinals, okay, BDS was playing against Mad Lions, I think, okay? And BDS actually benched their top laner, Adam, right? They benched him because of his behavior issues, pretty much, from what I understood. And hearing that actually made me the happiest I've ever been, because that guy was one of the people who honestly is one of the biggest solo queue fucking pieces of shit ever. Anyone that plays high-low EUS is going to know what I mean. He's one of those pros that because he made it, now he just griefs in solo queue because he doesn't think there are any consequences. So he doesn't care. So he's the kind of guy that's going to sit there and just like not give a fuck, and be the biggest fucking piece of shit ever. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Seeing him get benched made me quite fucking happy. I'm not going to lie to you. Guys getting benched and shit on. And then I also found out, I didn't even know this, apparently when Upset had the whole thing with like having to leave the finals like a year or two ago, because like of a situation with his wife, Adam changed his IGN on League to like lonely wife or some shit like that. To like give him cancer. Guy's such a fucking piece of shit, bro, I'm telling you. You can tell if someone's a piece of shit based on how they act in solo queue. Nice. Yo, guys, I'm 2 levels up on the KAYN. Let's win the game. What does being benched mean? It means they don't let you play. Like the coach says you're not going to play. Adam's a troll? Bro, there's a difference between being a troll and being a piece of shit. There's a difference between the two. Fuck! There's no way for me to live there. Why is the nickname a bad thing? Changing his name to Lonely Wife? Because, so for anyone that doesn't know what happened in the situation last year, essentially, or it was 2 years ago, I think now. So essentially, it was like G2's, or was it G2? I don't know. Anyways, it was a team's crazy run, and they were in like the semifinals for Worlds or some shit. Like they could have won Worlds, right? But then what happens is that before one of like the huge games, like the semifinals, the ADC player Upset says that he has to leave because of an emergency that happened regarding his wife, right? Where like he told the coaching staff what happened and they gave him leave to go. Okay. Keep in mind, this is a guy whose entire life is this. So of course, like he wouldn't leave for any like shitty reason, and the coaching staff wouldn't have let him leave for any shitty reason. So then what happens is, the timeline is that after this, Adam's pissed off because they had to play with like a different ADC and then they lost. So then Adam changes his name to like Lonely Wife because back then Upset was getting an insane amount of hate, and then by changing his IGN, it's like another way to like antagonize the guy. You know what I mean? And then because of them getting like shit on for months, Upset's wife released a statement that was because she had gotten like assaulted, and Upset felt like he had to like go and be there with her after it happened. Something along those lines, if I'm not mistaken. It was Fnatic? Oh, okay. Apparently his explanation to the team was really bad and the whole team unfollowed him afterwards. Huh. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I just personally dislike. It's like, you know, one of those things when it's like, have you guys ever seen a Twitter meme where it says something like, when someone that you've hated finally gives you like a really good reason to hate them? Does that make sense? I remember playing league games with Adam like a year or two ago, and every single time I had that guy in solo queue, guys, spam typing like there's no tomorrow and dropping 20 deaths a game, literally. Like, do you understand how fucking cancer this freak is to play with? It's like, I'll give you an example. It's like having TF Blade, but a version of TF Blade that isn't even good at the game. You know what I mean? It's literally like having a TF Blade that isn't even good at the game. So like a guy that sits there, who's gonna like flame whatever else, but he doesn't even make up for it with his performance. Like literally zero good character traits. Zero. Absolutely zero. It's, I don't know, the guy's just so fucking cringe. 20 deaths a game, spam typing, so fucking cancer. I feel like that's so shit for me. I think I live. Nice. I mean, it sucks I got red form, but I was bound to get red form 100%. Adam is good at the game, though. Ha ha ha. He just trolls. Sammy, I pray to God. Like, listen, the only reason you're making excuses for what he does is because you don't have to deal with him, right? Let me give you an example. You watch my stream, right? You watch my stream. And then I'll sit there, go on a 20-game loss streak. And then in one game, I'll sit there and I'll be like, you know what, guys? It's time to first time Yasuo jungle. And then you're going to sit there like, ha ha ha, Dantes is first timing Yasuo jungle. This is going to be really funny, right? But it's like, do you think it's funny for the 4 people that are borderline getting fucking inted because I'm tilted? The thing is, I do that sometimes, but it's extremely rare, right? Most of the time, my worst trait is just that I'm unfocused because I'm talking to chat. But I don't actually like go around inting and shit. Adam, let me explain to you. The problem is that a lot of pro players, when they go pro, they just develop this mentality of like, oh, now that I'm pro, I don't need to care about solo queue anymore. So they just sit there and they just int in solo queue because they don't give a fuck because they already made it. Right? It's like, as an example, it would be like someone sitting there and because they already passed the final exam, they're just giving you all the wrong information so that you can fail. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit, dude. It shows a lot more about your character, how you act when there's no one around, right? Oh, but dude, he plays really good in the fucking LEC games. Oh yeah, he plays really good when everyone's around him, fucking watching him play. But then when he's just like in a solo queue environment, he plays like he doesn't give a fuck, and he just ints perma and spam types. Yeah, that shows a lot more about his character, trust me. No, listen, guys, let me explain it to you. The problem isn't that 5v5 environments are different from solo queue. I know that there is a difference, right? But take someone like, for example, Broxa, right? Broxa is a guy who in solo queue, he's not going to be peaking rank 1, but he still always tries his best to win, always, right? He'll always try because he just has that in him that he says, you know what, I'm going to try and I'm going to do my best. Right? But the thing is, there are just so many pros that don't have that same feeling and drive, and they just don't care in the end. He is just limit testing in solo queue, dude. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, DJs. Listen to me. If one day your mom were to go outside and she would get shot in the fucking head, right? Because a fucking like military person decided to practice his shots in the fucking backyard of your house and he accidentally fucking kills your mom in game, I pray to God that I get the opportunity to come up to you and say, dude, the military guy was just testing his fucking he was just testing his his aim, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're... That's not an excuse to just run it down an int because you're limit testing. Like, what? The only reason you're saying this is because you've never played with these people. If you played with them, every single high-low player would 100% agree with the shit I'm saying. There are some pro players that are just pieces of shit in solo queue. They really are. And you can't make excuses for it. It's just how they are. I saw him play with this here. Killing a person is equal to losing a MOBA game? You know what the problem is with making an analogy? The people with low IQ don't understand it, like you. You are low IQ and stupid. Fundamentally stupid. And I'll explain why. If I sit there and I say, because this is what you do, right? I'll sit there and I'll say, like, ketchup is something that you add on to a meal, right? To make it taste better, right? And then you'll say yes. And then I'll say, okay, let's say that video game DLCs are something that you add on to a game to make it better, right? And then you'll say yes. And then I'll say, so adding ketchup to a meal is like adding a DLC to a video game, correct? And then you'll say, dude, are you really comparing ketchup to video games? End your life, bro. In game, please God. Like, I don't mind stupid people, but when you're confidently stupid and you're wrong, oh my God, there's nothing more fucking annoying than that. Absolutely nothing more annoying in game. It's like, bro. Oh my God, I don't know. I just generally think some people like deserve to die. I'm gonna be honest, like in game, and it's like, because it's one thing if you don't understand what I'm saying, that's fine. But then to make it seem like I'm wrong or that what I'm saying is like not true because you're just too dumb to understand. Oh my, you're just like a bad person. You're probably worse than a serial killer. I'm not like joking. Like a person who like goes around killing people is probably like has a better standing in like my eyes in game than a person that doesn't understand my analogies and then tries to make me feel bad for them. Like that's not even like troll, by the way. That's legit just facts. In game though, it's so fucking retarded. At Dantes, but you don't gotta pay for ketchup. See, like, you need to die. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm just gonna be honest, in-game. Stupid people are worse than serial killers? No. Stupid people are not worse than serial killers. Stupid people that try to make people that are smarter than them feel bad just because they don't understand what the point they're trying to make is are worse than serial killers. It's like, for example, if someone comes to my stream and says, Dantes, why did you start going Sundered Sky on Hecarim? I thought Shojin was better. And then I'd look at that and I'd say, oh, he's trying to understand. Well, bro, I'll explain. It's because this is this. Versus someone coming to my stream and saying, dude, you're trolling by going Sundered Sky. I do Shojin every game because it's better. In one of them, right, you seek to understand. In the other, you don't seek to understand. You just seek to have your own like thought process validated, even if it's wrong. And having that inability to like learn, that inability to grow, like at that point, are you even human? You know what I mean? Genuinely. Your life is the same meaning as like an ant, right? Because why should I value your life if you don't want to understand and if you just want to feel validated in your existence in game, right? Your life doesn't have value at that point. And it's just facts if you listen to what I'm saying in game. It's like type 1 if you actually like know what I'm getting at, like genuinely. It's just like bro, oh my god. Seeing shit like that when people are like, bro, you don't know how to build your champ. Oh my god, bro. If only you knew how to tie a fucking noose in game, for fuck's sake. Like, it's just so crazy. It's just some people, dude. Like, in life, you should always seek to understand, not seek to feel validated in your existence. One, lol, you're mad? I mean, bro, listen, if you think I'm mad, yes, it's because I am. Because imagine dedicating your like life to being better at something and learning something, and then having someone that couldn't even begin to comprehend your level of expertise think that they know more than you. You know what I mean? It's like what the fuck? You know what I mean? At Dantes, what if the person saying it is better than you? Well, listen, I'm open to criticism of my KAYN builds. I'm open to criticism of my Belveth builds. I'm open to criticism about anything. But if there's one thing that you cannot criticize me on, it's Hecarim. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. If you ever sit there and you think to yourself, he's building wrong on Hecarim, you are wrong. Because I am irrefutably the best. Irrefutably. I am the best by far. Right? Like, I am the best by far. No one comes close. Most amount of Hecarim mastery on the planet. Literally, nobody has more Hecarim games than